So we're going to get to the markets in a second, Peter. I want to get your economist hat first, or have you put it on if you don't mind. Are Jim Cramer saying 20% across the board tariffs would be just horrendous for the economy? Do you agree? Is there some level of tariffs that won't be quite a shock?
Well, I think the tariff train is sort of taking two-lane highway right now. One is the reciprocity angle. I think if it results in an aggregate decline in tariffs, as those countries that have higher tariffs than we have on them, if they eventually lower it, I think the market will be okay with that. If this is going down the other lane, where it's just a sweeping tariff that that commented on, and it's just sort of a fundraising thing to pay for the extension of the expiring tax cuts, I think that tax increase will be less welcomed by the markets, less welcomed by the global economy, and does create major risks for the global economy.
Okay, so you're seeing some risk for the global economy. I want to turn our attention back to the markets. So far, all the tariff talk certainly has been horrendous for the markets, a lot of volatility. Coming up, obviously, we're getting that announcement after the bell at the White House. Right now, we seem to be at peak uncertainty. After this announcement, does that ease the uncertainties? Does that ease some of the angst we're seeing on Wall Street? I'm looking at the VIX. It's not really elevated. It ticked up about 2 points from where it was yesterday, but certainly you can kind of feel the tensions building.
Well, you know what? The sort of trial balloons that we're hearing, it doesn't sound like today we're going to get the full clarity or the full finality of what these tariffs will end up being. Businesses want to know today, is this it? Because if it is, okay, we're going to slap 20% tariffs, but we're going to leave it open where they can go down to 10, where they can go down to 5 or go away. Well, that doesn't create any new clarity. So unfortunately, we may not know exactly after today what the final look is going to be, but we hope that maybe we do get some finality here.
All right, so we're hoping for finality. Let's go back to what we know right now. Right now, we know that international stocks are outperforming the U.S., specifically Europe seems to be outperforming the U.S. Right now, if you were to put money to work and looking for a return in the mid to long term, where would you put it? What are you seeing in the markets right now?
This transition from the Mag 7 stocks dominating outperformance, I think those days are over. The market is now finding other things to buy. You had mentioned international. I do not think this is just a one-quarter theme of outperformance. I think this is a multi-year process of outperformance. The market is transitioning. The blueprint that works so well from the investing side over the last couple of years, throw it in the garbage. Things are changing. I think international, I think value versus growth. I think those are the areas that are going to outperform the Mag 7, for example, over the coming years. That's how we're positioned. And I think that's how the market is going to sort of roll out the rest of the year and for the coming years.